last night. Maybe I can make it right. Sit down closer, baby. We can talk about it. No need to be mad. Hate to see you sad. Yes, I know I'm crazy, crazy about you, crazy about you.
I know I'm afraid sometimes. I know I get drunk some nights. I know I get way too high. I just wanna live it up with you. I know that it might be tough. I know when you've had enough. It's just how I show my love. Darling, can I live it up with you?
Last night. Maybe I can make it right. Sit down closer, baby. We can talk about it.
Made a mistake last night. Maybe I can make it right. Sit down closer, baby. We can talk about it. No need to be mad. Hate to see you sad. Yes, I know I'm crazy, crazy about you, crazy about your love. I know I'm a flirt sometimes. I know I get drunk some nights. I know I get way too high. I just wanna live it up with you. I know that it might be tough. I know when you've had enough. It's just how I show my love. Darling, can I live it up with you?
Last night, maybe I can make it right. Sit down closer, baby. We can talk about it. No need to be mad. Hate to see you sad. Yes, I know I'm crazy, crazy about you, crazy about you.
I know I'm a flirt sometimes. I know I get drunk some nights. I know I get way too high. I just wanna live it up with you. I know that it might be tough. I know when you've had enough. It's just how I show my love. Darling, can I live it up with you?
What's going on, folks? Welcome back for another live stream. Today we are on cattle crops. We just got one field left to harvest. I did some harvesting outside of live streaming there over the past couple nights. I want to set up another harvest. We have a template already set. New task from preset. Immediately, field 7. No vehicle. Why? Have to. Or apparently, it lost it. Go. The other one's all good. Yep. All right. Okay. So we'll get started, and then we'll catch up on chat. Turn the park brake off, I guess. Oh, come on. I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. What else is new, folks? There we go. There we go. Now we got her rolling. Drop the head down. Let's cut some chaff. Doughboy says having fun. Yes, I am, good sir. We'll go into this a little bit more throughout the stream, but as you guys can see, some of the... Oh, come on, guys, catch up. Some of the stats and whatnot at the top of the live stream have changed. They are no longer showing YouTube stuff. They are showing Twitch stuff. Same with the chat. Chat is dead on the stream for YouTube. It is now a Twitch chat. Next week we are making the move to Twitch 100%. We are live on Twitch right now. The link may or may not be in the description down below. I put it in kind of late, so I don't know if it's saved for you guys. It might be there if you refresh your page. Otherwise, one of my moderators could throw it up in the chat once again. We have Kiwi Rob, we've got Sim Addict, and holy jumpin's Red Rebel in the house. Long time indeed. He is up cold, -2 with wind. -2, whew, I wish. It's -13 degrees Celsius today, where I'm at. I don't know what that works out to Fahrenheit wise. That actually could be very close, now that I think about it. I was just about to give you a hard time there, Doughboy. He posted in the Twitch chat the link to the Twitch channel. Thank you very much, good sir. Just give me 1 second, guys. I want to take care of something. Because I haven't done this in a long time. But if anybody who has permission wants to join me in voice chat, that includes you, Doughboy, you are welcome to do so. Simac says -20 is -2 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay. Yeah, she was a cold, bitter day. Really windy where I'm at today. So I hope everybody's had a good start to the week. Today was actually my first day back to work this week. It wasn't the best day at work ever, but it was a day nonetheless. But I'm home now. I'm hanging out with you guys. I came up with an idea there just shortly before I started the stream. I may fill you in on it later. But I may actually try to create my first mod for cattle crops, and it will be a script mod. Go figure, eh? Maverick Gamers now following. Whoop whoop! This is going to be exciting over the next little while because, I'll be honest with you, one of the reasons we're moving to Twitch is because since I've kind of made a return to YouTube, I really haven't had the viewership that I used to have. So I figured it was the perfect opportunity to finally try to make the move. Because there's other advantages too. It's much higher quality stream. I don't have any music going right now, do I? Hang on. Give me 2 seconds. Oh, you hear my kitty. Hear my kitty crying. But we will be able to, next week, once we make the permanent switch, we'll be able to start listening to some real music. Liam, now following. Thank you very much, good sir. Maverick says, well, you made a good decision. I like Twitch better than YouTube streaming. I still haven't wrapped my head around everything. I've just got kind of the technical bits of it working so far. There's still plenty for me to figure out yet, I think. But I'm excited to make the move, actually. And yeah, what I was going to say there a little while ago was, for the next couple of weeks, I'm sure we'll be getting constant notifications saying so-and-so is subscribed, because I'm expecting my core group of viewers to make the jump, or at least I hope you guys can. DB in the house. He tried to put the rock on symbol down, but I think he dropped the ball on that. I have to move the chat over the other side. Darn it. Try to get that straightened out for next time. I know I said that last time, but then I decided to make the move to Twitch. I spent, well, my sleep schedule was a little messed up, so I spent pretty much an entire evening getting all my streaming stuff ready for, at least on, again, the technical side of things, for Twitch. Well, our workers haven't run into each other yet, so we're off to a good start. Maverick says, from a viewer standpoint, I really don't like YouTube for streams, etc. Well, and I'll be honest, the more I watch YouTube streams, the more I watch Twitch streams, the more I realize that Twitch definitely seems to have a little bit more, actually a much larger advantage over YouTube. And that's the other thing, is I really don't intend on doing any more pre-recorded videos. They're time consuming and they're a pain in the butt, and I just don't like doing them. I would rather spend my time gaming than editing videos. So, that was a pretty seamless transition between the two tractors. That doesn't happen often. Darren says, oh, we got B-Dog now following. Thank you very much, good sir. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to Rubber Burner Gaming, where we forget how to talk, we press all the wrong buttons, and we run into things. Darren says, hello RB, glad to see some gameplay on Klein crops. Doughboy said, gotta go, time to record. Alright, thanks for stopping by, Doughboy, appreciate it. Yeah, we're going to do some more Klein crops over the next little while. We've got the grassland update that's coming. I'm not expecting it this weekend. I'm hopeful that it comes out next weekend. Game is being saved automatically. I know we've got some big performance jumps that are supposed to... Oh, he's going to drive through my field. He's getting dumb. Big performance jumps that are going to come. There's some other really good features. The weather's supposed to be straightened out so it's not as random. Yep, told you. He's driving through my field. Where are you going, mister? Hey, harvester's over here, bud. Harvester's over here. Kiwi asks, what's your opinion on FS19, Mr. Rubber Burner? I'm slowly starting to get excited for it. I am so sick of FS17. Put way too many hours into it. I'm bored with it. I'm done with it. I don't want to play it like ever again. Beat Dog now hosting. Nice. Thank you very much, good sir. I still gotta get the whole hosting thing figured out on my end. I think I have it working, but I'm not sure at the same time. I set a bunch of people up, but I don't know if it's actually working or not. So, but yeah, there are some neat features that I'm looking forward to. Believe it or not, one of the things I'm looking forward to is not having mods. I can just go in the game and play and know that everything's going to work. And my OCD isn't going to kick in because I open up the console and I see a warning, and I'm not going to spend hours trying to fix other people's mods. Maverick says, I've been waiting for Grassland update before I get into CNC again. Just out of curiosity, when was the last time that you played? Like, have you played any with the straw update? I don't blame you for wanting to wait for the Grassland update. What I generally do is between updates, you know, I'll play for a little while, and then I kind of take a break from it, and I was in between seasons right now, so I wanted to get to springtime because I find it a very easy transition moving, create a new profile with the same vehicles and so on, so I'm kind of starting with the same stuff type deal. Because I'll already have all my fields plowed and cultivated. I just have to put the vehicles in and give myself the correct amount of money and bling bam boom. Ethan says, hey Rubber Bernie, welcome Ethan, thanks for stopping by, buddy. He asked, how's the game? Well, I've thoroughly enjoyed cattle and crops. I mean, I've said this before, I've got 1,000 hours in FS17. I know a lot of my viewers are going to probably laugh and say, really? Only 1,000 hours? But I've got 1,000 hours in FS17. I've got 250 in cattle and crops. So what all can you do in it, he asked. Well, we've got forage harvesting, obviously. We've got planting. We've got plowing, cultivation. You can lay slurry down, which we do. I do plan on doing some slurry and some plowing later in the live stream. What else can we do? Transport our cattle, feed cattle. It's just a very basic feeding cattle right now. Right now you just feed them forage. We have more advanced animal needs coming maybe with the Grassland update, but I don't want to say 100%. I think they moved that a little bit further down the timeline. We do have wheat, rye, and barley in the game now. Which are really nice. That really helps mix things up. We've got straw and a straw baler in the game, which is a really nice setup. They did a really good job with that, in my opinion. And then we've got the Grassland update, like we were just talking about. That's a week or two away, which is it's kind of self-explanatory. I think it's going to give you the options to cut and mow grass. Can you do any row crop harvesting? Not yet. No. I also look forward to the day row crops come in, but I think that will be, aside from corn, I think row crop, assuming you're talking potatoes and sugar beets, I think that's going to come in after version 1. Ethan asks, what's the shop look like? Well, we'll be back by the shop before too long. I don't want to stop while we're in the middle of harvest here, but we'll be taking the Jaguar back there. We'll take a look at the shop then. Ethan says no, like beans and corn, so we don't have soybeans in the game yet. We are, technically this is forage, but it is corn. We don't have a corn header yet, but I'm fully expecting that to be implemented before version 1 gets released. Maverick says, I honestly like cow and crops, I've already been just waiting for it to be more complete gameplay game before I really dig into it. Yeah, I don't blame you there, and that's, like I say, I play it for a little while, check out the new updates and so on, and then I take a break from it. You know, I usually play like a season or two once an update comes out, like a big update, not one of their hot fixes. I play a season or two, and then I take a break for a while. I've been playing a lot of American Truck Simulator lately. Even says, wow, it looks better than FS just looking at the ground response. Yeah, the tractor's actually sink into the ground. You can actually... this guy's freaking out. This guy, you can actually get stuck in the fields, which is cool. The AI, though still buggy, it's far superior to Farm Sim. As you can see, I've got AI running right now. They're picking up my forage, and then they're transporting it to a sell point. Without Courseplay, the mod, you can't do that in Farm Sim. I'll tell you the one mod that I'm going to miss in FS19 when that comes out. That's going to be GPS mod. I like GPS mod. That's the one mod that I will miss the most, hands down. The voice says, wow, they're going to take forever to download mods. Grr. Uh-oh. I see, I've just got a message in Discord, but I can't obviously get to it at this moment. I will try to take a look at it in the not too distant future. Ethan says they won't have GPS in 19. Well, not right off the hop, no. I would be surprised if they don't get it eventually, but on the other hand, I kind of would be, because I know that the GPS guys are working with cattle and crops. This for after the show? Okay, cool. Thank you, Doughboy. So yeah, I harvested in between from the last stream and this stream. I harvested our biggest field right to the left-hand side of us. It was kind of one of those fields where you're just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, non-stop. So I didn't bother live streaming that because you're doing one thing for an entire stream. I try to make it so I can do multiple things. And then I just harvested another one because I recorded one night and I had nothing else to do and I felt like harvesting. Ah, yes, and Doughboy was live streaming at the time, so I didn't want to live stream on top of him. So, I really wanted to play. Definitely one more pass. I think we're going to have like a quarter strip we're going to have to do as well. I think I can stretch my header wide enough to get all of this in. Yep, not going to happen. So we'll just, rather than try, which obviously now see that it wouldn't have worked, we'll just point her in one direction, come back, scoop the rest of it. Our other tractor is back yet. That's gonna do it, boys. Alright. Complete the mission. We should head off to empty his. Now that other tractor's gonna be sitting at the entrance of the field, so is he gonna get messed up? Nope, he's gonna turn around and leave. Good boy. Look at that, we had 20 liters of fuel spare. I think we pretty much got her banging on the money. How much do we use? We did definitely rent for more hours than we needed to, though. Yeah. Axion's in the way of the beach fire, so let's just tab over. Get this guy out of his way. Alright, let's run back to the farmhouse, so Ethan, and see what it looks like. Now, I actually watched a YouTube video there the other day. It was one of the creators of Cattle and Crops, one of the developers, I should say, and he was kind of explaining what they did with the buildings. You're going to see that they kind of look plain Jane, and I'm sure they're going to up some of the details later on. But what they did was made them fully modular. There we go, lift my head up. I knew she was sitting a little bit low. We'll do a little in-cap view as well. What was I going to say? They kind of look plain Jane, but they're fully modular, so you're going to be able to actually build your own houses and so on. And I'm kind of speculating here a bit again. I think you're going to be able to build your own houses and build your farmhouse up and whatnot. Alright. I'm not a huge fan of the in-cap view. I've never, in any game, any farm game, never been a huge fan. I like being outside. So that's the cattle shed. Off to the right. Of course, we got pasture. Oh, we got a cow that's out. Okay, hold on. Let's take care of this guy. We're gonna have to call him back into the. Call him back into the. Nope, nope. This way. This way. Come here, boy. Thank you. This way. Yep. Keep following me. Call him back into the pasture. That's the word I was looking for. Hey, you guys, come this way. I don't want you trying to sneak out. Alright, see if I can jump over. Whew! Kind of got to time it right to get over there. Alright. So that's cattle shed in there. You can see some of the guys in there. This is our little shed here where I was storing some of my bales there for a little while. That's the farmhouse in behind us. Garage doors on the farmhouse don't open. I don't know why. Maybe they're kind of planning on saving that for once they give us a actual vehicle, like a pickup truck to drive. And then we've got just some sheds for your equipment and so on. Try to drive a little closer so the door's open. You can see inside. There's our. Actually, we'll take a little walk around here. This is our seeder for wheat, barley, rye. This is the one for corn. And then moving through here, this is the small header and Lacotech, so I can harvest chaff with one of my tractors. I've got a couple cultivators here, a couple different plows. Of course, we got a silage bucket there. What else do we have? Oh, we have some more cool equipment out back. That's where some of the bigger stuff is. Okay, so we've got the header for the corn harvester. We can't afford the corn harvester yet, but we've got the header and the trailer for it. Just helps reduce the cost of renting. It's hardly profitable. It wasn't profitable until straw bales came along. But owning those helps reduce the cost of renting, so it's not as bad. We've got the stable. This is our slurry spreader / tanker, which we will be using here shortly. This is the Joe Skin bale trailer, which we won't be using. This is the class baler. I don't know if I can open it up without it attached to a harvester or a tractor. I don't think I can. Yes, maybe I can. Yep. You can see inside of it. You can open this up. This stuff isn't working yet, like you don't actually put your wrap in and so on, but I am definitely expecting that to be something they do. They do plan on adding in, they're calling it hand tools, and I would expect that's the type of thing they'll be adding with that, as well as the pressure washer. But yeah, that's a dang nice baler, if you ask me. Maverick says, after what I saw of the FS19 stream, I am now concerned if I will be able to get into that game. I've kind of lost some of my love for the Farm Civ franchise. This is the Joe Skin, just the small tipper. There's a couple, at least one other tipper, maybe two other tippers in game. And this is our silo right here, so you just dump down there, pours out there. We'll take a run through this way. You guys can see this is our mixing wagon. And in here we have Doughboy's Worst Nightmare. They're yelling at us. Alright, I'm leaving. I'm leaving. Joe's King cattle trailers, a couple different versions. We've got the bigger one. That's our Mercedes MB Track 1800, 180 horsepower. It's actually a nice little tractor. Uh-oh. Oh, game is being saved automatically. Doughboy says, really? They listen to you? Wow. Talking to me? What the heck? Ethan's Chris Keller says, hey, welcome Chris, thanks for stopping by. Give me 2 seconds, guys. I'm going to grab a quick I'll actually go through a few of the pages for you. We'll start with F1. So this is dealership. You can sort by name or price. I would suspect in the future you could sort them by brand name. This is all, remember, this is still, the game is technically still an alpha version. It's not even in beta version until the Grassland update is in the game. Okay, category, balers, combines, cutters, fertilizers, forage harvesters, capability. Yeah, we don't even have all the stuff in there yet. Type, okay, default or mods. Yeah, there are mods out for the game already. Let's see, what other kind of equipment do we have that I don't own? So there's the Tucano. I don't know what you want to call it. We don't own that. Sprayer that we don't own. Bale fork. I have that somewhere. I don't know where it is. I own most of the stuff that they have in game right now. Okay, there's the other trailer that I don't have. Yeah, but I don't want to buy that one because it's one of them stupid dolly trailers. I hate them freaking things. Alright, for those of you on YouTube, like Spike! That being said, it'll be one of the few remaining like spikes that we have because this is our last week on YouTube. And then it's Twitch time, baby! If any of my moderators are holy crap, I can't talk. Right, I don't want to fill this thing up just to give it back to the dealership. But I will be nice and wash it for them. Yeah, once I kind of stopped looking at the rest of the screens, didn't I? Yeah, if one of my moderators are around and they want to throw that link back up for the Twitch channel again, thank you, Doughboy, much appreciated. I'm just going to park it there. No, I didn't want to unfold. Why is it turning on? Oh God. Oh, everything's going wrong. Okay, hold on. Let it unfold. Shut it off. There we go. Now let's fold it. Whew, that got complex. So F2, actually there's a couple other things I want to show you on this page. You can buy stuff, obviously. There's your price. You can also have it delivered to your farm for an additional cost, which is actually a really handy feature. Or you can rent stuff for however many hours you want to rent it for. And then you can go through your fleet. So this is the stuff that you actually own. A couple other things I'll show you. So let's scroll down to, say, this cultivator. We've actually, even though it's only showing one cultivator, we've got 3 different models, so different sizes. And I'm hopeful that they do the same kind of thing with some of the tractors later on, just to give us a little bit more variety. Okay, cattle, I'm not going to spend a whole bunch of time in here, but you can see how much they weigh, what their health is, how old they are, what barn they're in. They're at the dealer right now, so and then what gender they are. You can transfer them again with, if you don't have a trailer, you can get it sent directly to your farm for an additional $238. then you have your page that has your stock. I like to get them to 1,500 pounds. So we've got, until we can get 6 of them, we've got a little ways to go. Feeding, that tab doesn't work yet. You've got employees, so these are employees you can hire, or you can lend them for X amount of hours. So you can hire somebody for a few months, or you can, you know, if you're just doing quick tasks, you can just lend somebody. This is the tab for workers that you. Sorry, I got my shit right here. I didn't really plan on doing a full tutorial of cattle and crops today, but I'm cool with it. This kind of shows you, these are the employees that you have hired, and I actually want to fire 2 of them because I'm done with them. I just want to look at this real quick. Nope, feeding task. I don't want to fire this guy. Frido, we don't want to fire him. We'll go back here, back to staff. Do not fire Frido. Frido. Sounds like the name of a dog. Yeah. Whatever, doughboy. You can see your finances in here. So, current month, or today, I guess. How much you've made off crops. So, okay, so this month, that's actually handy to know. We made $36,735 off crops, and we spent about $12,000 leasing the forage harvester and header for it. We did buy some vehicles. Oh, that's how much we leased there. $12,109. Spent $1,500 on staff. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You can take loans out. Oh, amount to be repaid. I've already repaid that one. So you can choose how much you want to take. And then you can choose your length. And there are interest rates, loan charges. I think that's really handy there. And then you have this trader screen as well. It's not, obviously it's not complete yet. But it does give you, it shows you how much crops are in each silo. So I've got 62%, 64,000 in wheat, 64,000 liters in wheat, which I had actually completely forgotten about. So I'm kind of glad that I came and looked at this. And then we have purchase and sell prices, and these do vary per month. Tasks, I'm not going to go over quests and tasks with you. Quests are essentially missions. They kind of, they're more to help you learn the game more than anything, and I've been playing the game long enough, I don't need to do missions. Maybe I'll start a series sometimes doing them. Start a new series doing them, but not today. This is just an overlay of the map. The basic calendar. Don't really know what all this LC and HC. No freaking clue what that's all about. But we've got the world view, so this is where you buy or sell fields. Some fields will require a certain reputation, say your biogas plant or at the trader. Trying to think, sewage plant. And you get a better reputation by working with them from either buying or selling stuff to them. And then you can see which ones you owned. Gives you stats like how loose the top of the surface ground soil is, how loose how deep loose it is. I don't know a good term for that. How much of it's plowed or cultivated, or if it's sowed. What do you have for fruits in it? Crops, whatever you want to call them. How wet it is. And then we have things that aren't activated yet that will be activated before too long. They are pH value hummus. Isn't that a cheese of some sort? Nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. Growth, fruit quality, growth, and weeds. Illness coming soon. So they haven't told us anything about that yet. And you can see the same thing on the ones that you want to buy. Then you've just got your stats. That's it. Jesse says, what's up? Well, we just got done our harvest season. And what we need to do is these guys are still out here burning fuel. Idiots. Idiots, I tell ya. Okay, no task running, so I can just hop in it, take her back to the farm. So we do have a manual gearbox. If you want a manual gearbox, there's also an automatic mode. Excuse me. We do have fuel that burns, obviously. I know they plan on doing vehicle maintenance. That's just not done yet. Jesse says, what is Farm Sim 17? A game? I feel like you're trying to ask a different question. But I'll let you reword it rather than me try to guess. I could get out of 7th gear if I want to try to move forward, don't I? Yeah, the gearbox isn't the greatest yet. Jesse says, is this Farm Sim 17? No, this is Cattle and Crops. Alright, all washed up. I'm going to put fuel in this tractor. Actually, I'll probably fill them all. Come on. There we go. So, select fill type. Diesel, obviously. Oh, it's in the trailer. Yeah, we don't want to put diesel in the trailer. Not this trailer. Maybe another trailer. Definitely not this trailer. Farmer Oops in the house! What up, Farmer Oops? Thanks for stopping by. Oh, just missed it. I haven't got the fill point figured out for this. I'm just going to drop my trailer. Then try to... There we go. Because I don't know how to look at triggers in this game yet. Jesse says, are you going to play Farm Sim 19 next week? Yeah, absolutely. I don't plan on doing any multiplayer right off the hop or anything. I'm just going to play it and get to know the game. And, you know, I'll live stream some of it, I'm sure. But I am looking forward to the game, see what they've got. I wouldn't say I'm in the I can't wait boat. I'm in the... Okay, let's see how good it is. I'm in that boat. Alright, so, Doughboy just plopped up once again the link for the Twitch channel. Reminder that starting next Monday, we will no longer be on YouTube. We will no longer be live streaming to YouTube. I do for the foreseeable future. I'm thinking, you know, next few months.
I will be still putting my archives out there to YouTube, but after that, I won't even be doing that. Red Rebel says, you would think the title would give it away. This ain't FS, but who reads it? Yeah, that's alright. Farmer Oops says it's a lot of red in FS19. Well, I like red. There's no denying that. I could swear I saw, I didn't, try to zoom into the stream or anything, but I swear I saw like a 7250 Magnum, and if I'm correct, then I will probably poop my pants, because that is like one of my favorite red tractors. It might just be the 5130 that was available with the, what's the old pack, Modern Classics or whatever. Which is a nice tractor, but yeah, there is a 7250. Okay, internally I'm saying swear words right now because I'm actually pretty excited about that. Not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm crapping my pants right now. Like, I'm going to have to change my underwear after the live stream because, yeah, now I'm excited for Farm Sim. I'm excited for the green, too. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. I wasn't following the fact sheets for a while there, Doughboy, because I was so disinterested in FS19. Farm Sim in general. I was just played out with it. Henry in the house. Welcome, Henry. Welcome to the live stream. I'm going to have to check it out then, boys, after the live stream, for sure. That makes me a happy, happy camper. I think I'm going to have to build my farm and then tweak the XML mod so it's a little bit scratched up and so on. That's actually one feature I'm looking forward to, is that as tractors get older, they get scratched. I like that. I would say this is probably my favorite tractor in cattle and crops right now. It's not the most powerful one. I think it's the Axiom, that one right to my left. I think it's called the Axiom. I get the Axiom and the Aryan confused a fair amount. Farmer Oops is now following. Thank you very much, Farmer Oops. Thank you. Welcome to the Twitch family. Axiom, that's what I thought. The Axiom's the most powerful, but I prefer the Dude's Fire. I just think it's a sexier looking tractor, personally. Alright. Jesse says, do you know if the Gator will be available on PS4? I don't think so. I might be wrong, but I believe the Gator is only available with the Collector's Edition. If you pre-order, I know if you pre-order on Steam or on their website, you get the, there's a Mahindra, I believe it is. Oh, this is the one I'm going after. Mahindra side-by-side. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong on the brand. So you do still get a side-by-side, but I'm not 100% sure on consoles either. That could be incorrect there. I'm not really lined up very well there, am I? Farmer Lip says no. Oh, I already filled this thing up. Sweet. Now, I've got to zoom out a fair amount around this guy. Unfolder.
Henry says, so I missed it. Why are you moving to Twitch? There's a multitude of reasons. Alright. Let's go and turn it on. I figured since, you know, I'm just making a return now, now's the time to do it. Ugh, game is being saved automatically. That one's driving too fast. Slow her down, RB. Slow her down. We haven't quite had the viewership since I came back, so I figured now would be a good time to do it. Better view quality for the streamers. I believe there's going to be better options for us once I learn them. That's the big key right there. It's once I learn them. It's pretty basic right now on Twitch, but I don't have any fancy features figured out. But we'll be able to start listening to some other music aside from just random stuff that is non-copyright on YouTube that I found and downloaded. Can't guarantee it's all country because I like to listen to a lot of music, but I can't guarantee there won't be any rap. Right, I forgot about that. Yeah, the collector's edition that you can only get in Europe. I forgot, yeah. This field must not be too wet already because we don't really have any puddles. And I'm kind of going over one of the spots I've already done, so I might leave some puddles there. I'm missing about 4 feet on the other end, but... Whoop, backwards, please. I'm not gonna cry over 4 feet. Ooh, a little too hard on the brakes there, I think. Try to avoid the tree. We don't have collisions with trees yet, but I try to avoid them when possible. Henry86 now following on Twitch. Thank you very much, good sir. Welcome to the Twitch family. Goodness. That went from a very dry to a very wet part of the field there. Farmer Up says, John Deere is there. Mahindra is pre-order bonus. Yeah. But I don't know if that applies to PS4 slash Xbox. Crap, I didn't have my friggin' slurry spreader turned on there, so I just made a pass for absolutely no reason. If I can get in the same tracks again and just go for it. Red Rebel says, I thought Giants learned their lesson with the Massey sprayer that was only available for the pre-order from them with the Platinum Edition. But here we go again.
They are only from one place. And Mahindra is a pre-order bonus for console people too. Okay, cool. Well, I am happy to hear that. Yeah, I could get why they, just want to make it a collector's edition. That I can understand. But, listen, I've had this conversation before. I'm not the only person who believes this, and that is that Giants definitely has a bias towards their own home country. And I think making moves like that just proves it. That up. And let's fold it. A little bit of tire spin there. Alright, nope. I want to unfold it. I meant to unfold it, but I lowered it instead. Whatever, that part's already done now. Just be a couple quick passes on this field. You can boot scoot along pretty good with this thing. Now, I will say, I will be admitting here that there's actually no purpose to this yet in game. I just do it because if you only did what you had to do in game right now, it would be very, very boring. But you can spread slurry, you can plow, you can cultivate, so I do it. Maverick says, I'm starting to wonder about Giants with their whole stance on blender export, debate, modding is what made FS series, and they seem to forget that the bigger they get, the bigger they get. Yeah, and yeah. And they have their favorite modders that they cater to more than other modders, which isn't right. They help the big time modders out, no problem. But the little guys, that it's a little bit more difficult. And it's like, well, how are the little guys going to get as good as the big guys if the little guys are just pushed off into the corner? I don't know. We'll see what happens in FS19. We'll see what comes out of it. Like I say, cattle crops just keeps getting a little bit better and a little bit better. It's still got a long ways to go. No denying that. Still got a long ways to go. But it keeps getting better and better, and I keep getting less and less interested with farm sim, so. Alright, we're going to take this back to the farm. We're going to clean it. And I'm going to point this out right now. It doesn't look like it's fully functional on this implement yet. It is obvious that they intend on doing a full dynamic hose setup on all of their equipment. They do kind of have it working, as you will see here. The hose just attached right there. And I think this is, again, once they get hand tools enabled, you'll be able to do that by hand. Right, I want to clean this grill. I still have more fields to do, but like I could spend the rest of the stream just doing this, I'm sure. But instead, we'll do a little bit of plowing, and then if we have time, we'll do a little bit of cultivating as well. We won't be doing any winter crops. They do have rye set up to be a winter crop. We're not going to do that this year because I am creating a new profile. Like, I'm running this to spring, and then I'm going to create a new profile. So, planning something now would just be a waste of money because it won't be in the new profile. Now, I want to scroll down here. I want to disconnect this part. Yeah. So if you accidentally disconnect the other part, then it's just kind of a pain to hook back up. Alright, we're going to use our medium-sized weight. This guy right here. Because we are in our Mac Daddy tractor, we'll hook up to our bigger plow. There is even a bigger plow than this. Oh crap, I wasn't lined up right. There was even a bigger plow than this that I could have bought, but zoom in. But we're not flush with all kinds of money. I won't consider us, you know, being flush with money until we've got a few more fields bought, a couple harvesters bought. Oh, I want to go to the fields we just laid slurry in. I don't know if I read this out loud yet or not. Maverick says I have my best collection of realistic mods for FS17, so I still like to play it. Yeah, not me. I'm just done with it. I have some stuff on my hand throttle, but like not everything, so. Now, I've got the physics set on normal right now versus hardcore. I find hardcore is a bit too hardcore. You're just getting stuck all the time. Whereas normal, it's pretty friggin' hard to get stuck. They still have a lot of work to do on the physics. I'm hoping that they can find like a happy medium in there. That, yep, that's the button we're looking for. We are definitely spinning here, though. Doesn't quite have the jumps and she had going downhill. Although they haven't said it officially yet, I think it's safe to say they intend on adding in force feedback, which would be incredible when you're plowing. Just put your wheel in the furrow there and just, you know, kind of let it do its thing. It's going to start getting dark out soon, and I don't run too dark into the night. I'm looking forward to once they have seasons in. I'm really hopeful that they take into effect that summer days are significantly longer than winter days. Right now, all year round, you get like 12 hours of daylight, and that's it. Ugh. Alright, I've got to turn the sun lights on. I want those lights, yeah. Maybe I should add some weight in my front weight. What do you guys think? Oh, is that where my problem is? Joel says, what the frig is this game? This is Cattle and Crops. Joel says, oh my god, the graphics. Okay, so I've got to ask, are you a lover or a hater? Because, like, legitimately, it seems to be split 50-50. People either love them or they hate them. Come on, girl, get up that hill. I know I just put slurry down, but she shouldn't be that wet. Maverick says over on Twitch, he says, with comments like WTF and OMG, I'm going to guess he does not like the graphics. Hey, to each their own. I am actually really looking forward to the Grassland update for just that reason. Because of the performance upgrades that they're saying they're going to be throwing down, I get to crank the graphics from... I'm hoping that I can crank the graphics from medium to high or ultra. I think ultra is probably pushing it a bit far for this stage of development, but I would be happy with high. Doughboy says, I think you're plowing the wrong direction. I thought you had to put the wheel to where you're about to be plowing. Yeah, because that's where it's drawing the furrow. Never mind, you're right. Okay. Joel says, love that I have the power to crank them on every game. It's not 3D soil, but way better than FS. Well, it kind of actually is 3D soil. If you look at some of the earlier stuff, you can see what they're doing. And there's spots that you're going to sink into more than other spots, depending on how wet it is. And I'm going to disagree. That's definitely a 3D soil. Coming across it. He says, "Yeah, I don't know if you'd be able to crank him in this one. She's I've got actually twin 1070s, but this isn't SLI optimized yet. So it's really only running on one 1070, not TIs." Joel says, yeah, sorry, it is 3. Yeah, no worries, bro. I mean, I think there's been a lot of negative feedback on this game, and people really love to draw assumptions that it's horrible without giving it a real fair shot. And I'm not talking about opening up the game and spending 10 minutes in it and saying, nope, not for me. I'm talking put 20, 30 hours into it. And then draw a conclusion. Keeping in mind the fact that it's still alpha. Don't get me wrong, there's definitely things that I still think the game needs serious work on. But Maverick says it isn't a true 3D soil like Mud Runner, but it is good, much better than any other farm sim type game out there. It's definitely not the same as Mud Runner. There's no denying that. But when you drive over soil, you create ruts. And the next time you drive over that same spot, your tractor sinks in said rut. So to me, that's definitely a 3D. It's just not as well implemented as, say, Cow and Crops is. Or not Cow and Crops, Mud Runner. Doughboy says, couldn't tell until you got to the end. Too dark to see any detail in the field. Yeah, we'll as soon as I get done this one field, we'll skip to the next day where it's a little brighter, I don't really love working in the night. I can do it sometimes when I'm by myself, but I don't like doing it when I'm live streaming for just that reason. It's really hard for you guys to see what the heck is going on. I'll turn my backlights on, make it a little bit better. Actually, the working lights on this tractor are really good. They give you, like, not just back work lights, but they give you side work lights. I am not Doughboy. I've read every single one of your comments. I read Maverick's. I've read all of Joel's. Read Red Rebels. I think Doughboy's back on the pain meds again. Driving too fast. Fine. Joel says, if you put first person view, what does it look like for lighting? Oh God. Are you asking me to do first person? I'm like the worst at first person. Part of the problem is I don't have like what is it, track IR. Oh, I'll flip my high beams on there. Sorry, that's just low beams, not high beams. But I'm seeing behind you pretty good. You can definitely see that there is a light to the left and to the right. I realized that as I said that, I was looking at the opposite direction, but I do not like first person in this game. Not yet, at least. They need to do some work on that interior camera. Field of view is all kinds of screwy. I think if you zoom out, it might be a little bit better. Nope. I'm all the way zoomed out. I'm turning the wrong direction. And we're just going to have to make this a big long turn. Oh, come on. I just want to go full throttle. That's another thing I like about this game is it will allow you to drive implements too fast. It just won't prepare your soil properly if you do that. You'll see that it's missed spots when you're plowing, or you won't have full coverage when you're laying slurry and stuff like that, right? Joel says realism. Yeah. Has never heard of that game. This game? it's been in development for, goodness, probably 2.5 years now. We're just, honestly, we're just now getting to the point where it's playable for long periods of time. Well, we came into the live stream with 6 viewers, or sorry, 6 followers over on Twitch, and we've successfully doubled our viewer count. I don't know if I've ever been able to say that before in a live stream. We are sitting at 13 followers on Twitch, so thank you guys. Into where I just plowed. Trying to avoid the trees. Yeah, sounds good, Doughboy. We'll talk to you later, buddy. Have fun. McLovin says switch to Twitch. Yes, sir. Making the move, my friend. Ah, Joel. Okay. I seen the name the other day, and I couldn't put my name. I put my thumb on who it was by any means. One more pass up the other end, and we shall be done this field, and we'll switch over to we'll go sleep for the night and come back in the morning. Oh, come on, girl. Struggling a bit here. We're plowing some hard packed ground. Shut her down. Our lights off. Oh, that's our high beams. Yep, just woke up Mama. She mad now. And we're gonna do 10 hours of sleep. 6 in the morning. Alright. Sorry, I just wanted to take a quick drink there. Little thirsty.
back in, big girl. Oops. What the flip? Oh, I'm zoomed in too far. That's what's going on. Whew, I didn't know what was going on. One of it says look like GTA. Yeah. I've never been a huge fan of GTA. That's not true. I was a huge fan of GTA. Back in like 2D GTA days. I'm talking like Grand Theft Auto 1 and 2. Well, those were cool. But after that, I feel like Grand Theft Auto just turned into one great big long curse word. And I don't need video games to listen to curse words all day. I just go to work and listen to other mechanics. I don't think we need side lights. Maybe we do though. Maybe we don't need front lights because we have. Let's turn our high beams off. Maybe that's what we need to do. Turn our high beams off and just run working lights. Try that. It's just kind of right at that. Whoops, way too fast. Right at that transition period where you do or you don't need lights. Trying to kill off these corn plants that are right in the middle of the nowhere. Transmission had a little bit of a bug out there when I jammed it from forward to reverse. I'm a little hard on my equipment though. I'm alright with that. I can tell it to do something. I want it to do it. Everybody got so quiet.
So just saw their alpha until Q4 2019. No. The beta till Q4 2019. They're alpha until the next update, which is like a week or two away. Unless they change their definition all of a sudden. Q4 2019 was the final phase of beta, from my understanding. But you're gonna make me have to go check out your website for myself. Make sure I know what I'm talking about. Whoops, forgot to put it in reverse. What's our cat doing way out in the field? Blast our horn at him. Oh, he's running now. Maverick says, it says final beta Q2, so not sure how you figured alpha till Q4. Yeah. Jason says, are there any tractors on here? Not yet, nope. I do know they... early access. Okay, early access is not... early access does not mean alpha. That's for sure. They do... I don't know if it's supposed to... I don't think it's supposed to be released with the game right off the hop. I believe it's supposed to be the first DLC, and it's a free DLC. That is the class... I think it's called the Saddle Track. Maybe if Maverick's still around and he doesn't mind, he could check out the old Kickstarter page. I think it shows on there. Now, I don't know if the Saddle Track is actually a tractor. I've seen wheeled versions of it, but I haven't seen a track version of it. And I'm not 100% sure on the name either. But I know it's a, oh, what's the term I'm looking for? Pivots in the middle. Sort of like the, like the quadratrack case, quad track. John Deere has a version of that, but I don't think they're going to release that in FS19. I think they're just doing the one kind of like the Challenger, if I remember correctly. I might be wrong, though. I hope they have the... what's it called when it pivots like that? This is a semi-wet spot that I'm looking at right here, McLovin. I love that name. Awesome movie. But you can see up in front of us the puddle on the field. That would be a wet spot. If we had the physics in... Actually... Oops, brought up the console. Let's see if I can switch the gameplay. Physics realism. Hardcore! Save. Continue. See how much stickers you just got all of a sudden? And I think the physics hardcore is going to be really good once they get the transmissions worked out. The transmissions are kind of like, they're almost like a electronic engine. They're just instantaneous power versus a smooth throttle response. A wide power band. That's the term I'm looking for. Yeah, big difference, right? Especially like if you're hauling silage, with those big haul trailers, when it's raining out and you've got to climb a hill, you better hope that you've got another tractor to push you from behind, because you're not going to go anywhere. It can be really fun, but when you're looking to do large plots of land, it still needs some work. If they had diff locks, that might make a difference, but right now all we have is four-wheel drive. Big Lovett says having the option right there is cool. Yeah, it really is, because like I say, I've played with it in this mode for long periods of time. I should have done some more of the harvest in that mode, and maybe next time we do a chaff harvest, which is probably 2 or 3 weeks away. I'm not rushing to get to it again, because I don't want to burn myself out on this game, because I like it too much. I will switch it to hardcore mode then. Alright, I'm going to switch it back because we've still got a lot of work to do. Medium. But going back to your comment, Jason, regardless of when they put out a tracked version of a tractor in-game, you may not have to wait as long for a mod to be created, because I know of, I think, at least 3 tractors that modders are working on for the game right now. It's really early in development, the game is, so the modders are still learning how to mod for this game, right? There isn't really any released documents on how to do it. People are just kind of learning and trying to chat with developers when they're available. Okay, give me 1 second. I want to take a look to see what I can find, Maverick. Give me 1 second here, guys.
crops. Xarian saddle track. So, class. I know I always call it a class, but it's a class. This is what I've been told by Europeans, and I think they would know better than me. Saddle track. Google search. Yeah, doesn't look like it's a tracked vehicle. You guys just want to, I'll throw it up in the chat. Where's my Twitch chat? I'll throw it up in that. Yeah, sorry, Maverick. That's what I was thinking of. You guys just want to do a quick Google search, then you can see what it is I was talking about. But it makes me curious. Why would they call it a saddle track if it doesn't have tracks? Silly wabbit. I don't think I've seen any traffic the entire time I've been plowing this field. Maverick says it's called a saddle track because of the specialty equipment it can use, and I think it's a translation thing as well. Okay, yeah. Yeah, well, maybe just looking at the photo of it, it kind of looks like it's got maybe it's set up for modular use, so you could put a sprayer on the back of it, or I don't know what else you could put on the back of it. But am I right? Am I kind of headed in the right direction? Maybe you could put an overloader on it or something like that. Oh, I'm not driving too fast. So if this game is something that does interest you, put it on your wish list on Steam because it goes on sale fairly often. Like the last sale was like 60% off or something like that. Jason says, is this better than FS17? That's a loaded gun. It's a different game than Farm Sim. It's being developed to be more aimed towards simulation than arcade. In many regards, I enjoy this much better than FS17. But in other regards, Farm Sim has this beat. And it's funny, if you followed the development of this game, you would see how many ideas are built into this game that Giants has taken and implemented FS19. I see a lot of features that are direct responses to this game. They're trying to kill it out is what they're doing, but the one thing that this game has going for it, which Farm Sim doesn't, is 3D ground effects, and Giants has blatantly said, yeah, we tried to figure that out once, but it was too hard. We gave up. So
Maverick says it has all-wheel steer as well as crab steering. Crab steering is cool. I've driven a few pieces of equipment with crab steering, and I remember the first time we got a Zoom boom at work, and you know, a key piece of equipment I drove on a regular basis. I was like, I'm never going to use that. Within a week, I was using it every 20 minutes because it was like seriously that handy. Yeah, that's just it. This game is being built towards people who want to play a simulator. I have no doubt that I'm going to have some learning to do when they implement, well, do I need to lay phosphorus down or is it good? You know, things like that. I won't know. I'm going to have to do some research and figure it out. There will be a game guide by that point in time, or by version 1, but I'm going to want to try to figure that out beforehand, I'm sure. Think of cattle and crops like Farm Sim plus FS15 soil mod plus seasons mod plus realistic ground response mod plus, you know, pretty much crop destruction mod, pretty much any mod that you can make it more realistic. That's what cattle and crops is going for. The more realistic mod, you know. But I think the Farm Sim series has a beat on graphics right now. That's my opinion. I like the graphics in this game. I just think Farm Sims are a little bit better developed. Obviously, there's a much larger modding community for it. Like, much larger. I don't know. What else does Farm Sim have going for it that I really like better than this game? Forestry. This doesn't have forestry. My understanding is they have no intention of forestry in the near future. Not saying that it will never happen, but they've got more important things on their list of things to do. Maverick says CNC is being built with some of the best realistic mods ever created for Farm Sim, and it's being put into the game, not an extra mod add-on. Yeah, exactly. And I think that they're smart enough to know that not everybody is going to want to play that way, and you're going to be able to dial back features like that. You know, maybe you'll be able to set it so you can just spray the field once, and then all of a sudden it's got enough nutrients. I think that's what they've, you know, said in the past, if I remember correctly. But on the flip side, they're not forgetting the simulators who want the simulator guys that want a simulator. Glevin says FS have the great modders. That's it. They have a core group of modders. There's no doubt about that. You can't argue that. I think if this game can survive for another 5 or 10 years, it could be a serious contender in that regards. But time will tell on that platform. Cinematic says if you want a realistic simulator, don't build it for console. That's a fair point, because your console players are not going to be simulator guys. Oh yeah, I forgot about another realism mod. That is the Gearbox mod being built into the game. I would be alright with them once the PC version is completed and, you know, they've got another year or so built into the game where, you know, they've worked on some more development, got a few more brands into the game. I personally am trying to be optimistic and saying that, you know, they probably have more brands figured out, but they're not going to put them in until either just before the final release or after the final release, because after what FarmSim did with Porsche, they don't want to give away too much more, I don't think. You're absolutely right, Maverick. FarmSim is built for people who know nothing about farming. And then if you want it to be more realistic, you can add mods. But there is an inherent problem with that for those of us who want a simulator. And that is that when FS19 comes out, there will be no Gearbox mod, there will be no Seasons mod, there will be no GPS mod. None of these mods will be out, you know, for probably 6 months or longer. And we have to deal with that every 2 years. And that's where this game kicks in. This is what's being built for that core group of people who want that simulator. Hey, you're absolutely right, Simatic. They call it a simulator, and it's not a simulator. In my opinion, they should switch their frickin' names. Farming Simulator should become Cattle and Crops. Cattle and Crops should become Farming Simulator. Farming Realistic 2021. Yeah. McLovin says, boom. Also says, yeah, it will be a sad time. It will and it won't be, because I have said this in the past. I'm looking forward to opening up Farm Sim and knowing that I'm going to have zero mod conflicts. I'm just going to open the game, play with it. And there are times where that's, you know, just as good, if not better. You know, you just want to relax a little bit and just kind of play. You don't have to fight with, okay, well this mod doesn't work with this mod. And oh crap, where did I put that mod on my hard drive? Or is it on that hard drive? Or is it on that hard drive? Or no, it's on that SSD. Or, you know. Maverick says, or you can be smart and buy FS in the middle of the game cycle when all the best mods are converted over. Yeah, that's true. You probably get it on sale too for freaking good price. I don't know when the first console version was available, Simatic. I really don't know. I don't know if it was 13 or 15. But I think that is a very real possibility. They say they saw the game taken off and they realize there's a boatload of money in console. You know, that's where 2/3 of their market or more is from, probably more. We're getting close to that 100,000 XP. comment says on FS, the gearbox mod will let you set RPM range with a CVT or hydrostatic. It helps a lot when using more realistic. Yeah, I love the gearbox mod. I freaking love the gearbox mod. This hand throttle was purchased for the gearbox mod. Not for Flight Sim, but for gearbox mod. Specifically for setting RPM. I think it's freaking sweet. I'm looking forward to seeing the development in the gearbox in this game. We already know that during the next update we're going to get proper cruise control, so right now I have 7 miles an hour, 12 miles an hour, 50, and off, right? Well, we're going to get, increments of 1 mile per hour. So that's a step in the right direction. Obviously we have gears, but the whole transmission power band needs work right now. I think they intend on working on that before we get too much more advanced with the gearbox. They have blatantly said, we're going to give you a reason for your clutch pedal. So I don't know if every tractor, I suppose pretty much every tractor has a clutch. You don't need to use a clutch in many tractors now today. But say the MB track, an older tractor, you're pretty much going to have to use the clutch on it, I'm sure. Alright, so that's all the fields that we laid slurry down on. I have more, but again, we'll come back to those at a later point in time. I don't want to do everything in one shot. We'll probably get another stream or two out of this, I think. Before we kind of shut it down and wait for the next update. I don't need all my lights on right now. It's just killing FPS. Oh, I want to clean this plow. We'll clean the tractor too. I'm going to switch, put the cultivator on. Get back there. Cinematic says, and what's the point of making a contest and the winners are not in FS19? Are you talking about the FS17 mod contest? Like, is the, what's the mod called? Well, it was the DLC is what it was. I'm putting this in the wrong garage, but I don't care. Modern Classics, is that not in FS19? Yeah, you were talking about that. Yeah, and the potato one never came to fruition, as far as I'm aware. That's one I was really looking forward to. I'm really freaking disappointed by that. Oh, I'm zooming in a little bit too much. But yeah, I agree. Like, I think they kind of dropped the ball there, or they, I don't know what their deal was. I don't remember I don't think it was by player vote, was it? if it is, I can understand, you know, we, the players, voted for something that just isn't physically possible to get done. And you had a modder or something that was a little bit too ambitious. But if it was Giants picked them and they got it wrong, then yes, player vote. Yeah. See, that can be a mixture of players or modders setting such a high and ambitious goal that isn't reachable but sounds awesome to the public, so they were able to win the contest. You know, that's not right. I don't remember what all the prizes were, but I mean, a couple of the prizes were like top tier 1080 Ti graphics cards, weren't they? I don't think you know what the contest is all about. Yeah, but some of the contest winners didn't even do anything. They didn't actually complete what they... No, I'm thinking about... Maybe I'm thinking about something different. I'm thinking about... I think it's different than... I have to go back and look at their news. I don't think that was part of the contest. The contest was you just submitted a mod. It wasn't mod ideas that were given to Giants. No, I just kind of want to stop talking about it because I want to get my facts straight on that one before I start throwing anybody under the table. Game is being saved automatically. I think this is going to be our last field tonight, guys. Like 9:30 where I'm at. We got a lot of work done though. Finished harvesting. I just noticed that that harvester's going now. I don't know if it left overnight or what. Contest winners are given the choice if they want to create a modding DLC in which they can make money. Example is Modern Classics for $5. Ah, I see. But I get why SimAddict was saying that, though. Because generally speaking, most DLCs that are released through Giants make it into the next generation of game. Generally speaking. Not always true. Take, for example, Big Bud. It's not technically in game. They said they'd be creating it as a mod, but... Field's starting to look some pretty compared to when it had all that stubble sticking up there, tire tracks through it. Almost looks like I know what I'm doing. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, Maverick. McLovin says I bought it. Oh my God, what I have done. No regret. I hope to for that game. What, this year? Oh boy. Or are you talking FS19? In which case, that doesn't surprise me. Everybody's buying FS19 right now. Heck, even I jumped on the bandwagon. Cattle and crops. Well, welcome to the bandwagon. I know Maverick's got it. I know Doughboy's got it. Now we know McLovin's got it. 99% sure Jerry, trying to think of his YouTube name, GrizzlyBearSims has it. And I think it's Q1 of 2019 we're supposed to get multiplayer, so, you know, might be able to start throwing some stuff together. I think once multiplayer is enabled, then... Oh, SimAddict's got it too. Nice! I think once multiplayer's out there, that's going to breathe a whole new life to the game. You're going to have people playing it together, and it's going to give it, even if we have limited number of vehicles and so on, it's going to give it, more playability. I said you had it, Maverick. You're just trying to confuse me by switching between the two chats. This is a steep hill right here. Ain't gonna work for it. I'm really curious what they. I put that together like a year ago, Mav. What was I going to say? I'm really curious as to what they have planned for multiplayer. I'm expecting it to be nothing more than what pretty much FS17 is right now. I will say I like the direction they're headed with FS19's multiplayer. From the sounds of things. I don't think I would intend on, I don't think competition, the idea of competition in Farming Simulator excites me. I don't play Farming Simulator for competition, I play it to relax. But having a couple different farms on a map that can work together and so on, that sounds cool. I hope that, eventually we get something along that lines in Gallon Drop. I really don't think we're going to get that right off the hop because the map generally just doesn't support it. There isn't 2 farms on the map. And I think we're pretty much going to be stuck with this map unless there's a mod map created. I think we're stuck with this map until version 1 is released. I think as they improve performance, I believe the details in the map are going to go up, because if you check a lot of the screenshots and so on that they have posted, it's this map, but there's a whole bunch of trees and things laying on the ground and whatnot that aren't in our version because they're using friggin' supercomputers, and we're stuck with these measly 1070s. Alright, I'm going to pull her into the farm, and this is where I'm going to shut her down. I want to say once again, if you guys haven't joined on Twitch, Monday will be, next Sunday. This Sunday will be the last time that we stream on YouTube. Or that I intend on streaming on YouTube. Something strange might happen someday, but we're making the switch to Twitch. So, link should be in the description down below if you haven't made the jump already. Be sure to follow. For this stream that is on YouTube, like, subscribe, sure, why not? I'd like to do an ATS stream tomorrow night, but we'll see what happens. Maverick says, FS19 multi is what I have always wanted. They are promoting it as competition, but it's the wrong wording. You can work together and for each other and have separate farms without having a dozen confusing mods. Yeah, see, that's what I'm looking forward to. I agree. I don't want a competition. I want to work together and for each other. Yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to in it. Thank you, Red Rebel. He just threw up the Twitch channel's link for the stream channel thing. I haven't learned all the Twitch terminology yet. Bear with me. So until next time, I think that's pretty much going to do it for me. You guys have a wonderful evening. Thank you again for joining me. This was a really good stream. Probably my favorite stream since I've been back. You guys were really interactive tonight. I had an absolute friggin' blast. So until next time, we'll talk to y'all later. See ya!